As we enter into another Black Futures Month, I think to myself, and remember that Martin had a dream, Barack had hope, and BJ, well, BJ has a twice monthly game show on 2MB Studios. That's right. This is whatever it takes. Hello and welcome to everyone all across Twitch land. This is the show where we ask two comedians if they'll do whatever it takes to win. That's right. I'm your host, BJ Jeranyama, and I will not do your company's DEI training. But hey, I'm going to be your host today. And this week, we don't got a co-host, but we do got a super producer. Listen, why don't you come on screen? Let's see you. Listen, how you doing? Oh no, listen, I don't think we can hear you. Maybe we can't hear
Hello?
me. Yes, now we can
There
hear
we
you.
go. I'm doing amazing. I am surprised by being on screen, and I was also told that I'm not supposed to be doing this because it's Shabbat. So I'm really living today.
Oh no. Are you okay being on screen for a little bit tonight?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, tonight we got uh our theme is going to be candy. Unless I have to ask you, one, when you were a kid, were you big into candy? And two, do you have any horror stories from like eating too much candy or too many sweets?
Oh my God. Oh, well, I am absolutely still incredibly into candy, and I think my horror story would probably be it would be less as a child and more the fact that I still eat a lot of candy, and I should be way more worried about the well-being of my teeth than I am.
Hey, that's a worry for your dentist. For you, you keep on eating those Jolly Ranchers. You take
Thank
down
you.
those Twix. You have that
Yeah.
candy. All right. Well, we're super happy to have you as the super producer. You're going to be coming in and out of the show. So thank you again. As always, if you've watched whatever it takes, we're going to get to the rules of the shows in just a little bit. But we have our competition. We started actually before the show starts because that's what you got to do. It's whatever it takes. It doesn't wait for the show to start. It's whatever it takes. And we ask our competitors to write each other's bio. Whoever wrote the funniest bio, according to Lissa, is going to be the first to go in round one and round three. We've got 3 rounds. And that's big because the points they double each round. So you got to go first in round one and round three. And that can be a big advantage because points in round three, it's 80 points for a trivia question. It's 160 points for a whatever it takes challenge question. It's a bunch of stuff. You've been listening to me talk for too long. I'm going to introduce these competitors. Here is TJ's bio, which was written by Gabe. TJ Reynolds is a Massachusetts based musician and visual artist. When TJ isn't drawing or freestyling, he spends most of his days explaining to people that his beard is in fact real. He currently lives in Arlington, Massachusetts with his son and dog, Tubi, who is also made out of PVC pipes. It's the indomitable TJ Reynolds. TJ, how you doing? Oh, TJ, you're muted.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. TJ, I've got to ask you about Tubi. Made out of all PVC pipes. How did you animate it? How did you get Tubi to get into life?
LSD.
Quick with the response, right there. In the chat, I see my genius saying, but is the beard real? TJ, we got to know, is that beard real?
No, it's not real. It's drawn on just like, just like Joe Budden and, all the rappers nowadays. Like
You
spray
got the
painted.
beard installed.
Mhm.
We love to see that. Well, TJ, we are happy to have you on the show. We're going to see if you can do whatever it takes, but we got to bring on your competitor. So here's Gabe's bio that was written by you, TJ. Our next contestant has been electrifying audience on screens and live on the East Coast for years now. Able to bring the house down with one line, he is a preeminent draw that fills theater seats. As handsome as he is talented, he doesn't rest on the laurels of his dashing looks or past accomplishments, always striving for the next gig. Hollywood has also embraced this inspiring talent, with him bringing roles to life on the big screen whether it's starring in the Heights or A Star Is Wait. No, this isn't Anthony Ramos. Okay, well, Gabe is a cool dude. Welcome everybody's buddy, Gabe Piera. Gabe, how are you doing?
Hey guys, this is the second time I've been compared to this what's his name, actor Anthony Ramos.
Anthony Ramos.
But
I've
the
got to
first time
ask
was
you.
my therapist. He was like, "Has anyone told you look like this Puerto Rican guy?" I was like, "I guess so. I guess you do."
Do you just get mad when people say that? Like they overlooked you for all of these Hollywood roles. Like, what can you do to break in?
I don't know. In the Heights, the popularity kind of waned after the summer, so I haven't heard in a minute.
Hey, my
Now it's
genius
your
in the
turn.
chat is saying I've never seen them both in the same room.
Right.
So
Good point.
I don't know.
Or Rami Malek. That's what I just saw. Yeah, I've gotten that too. I think someone called me Mr. Robot last night. So
You're the Brazilian Rami Malek, right?
right, exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. Well, we're happy to have you on the show. We want to see if
Good to be
you'll do
here.
whatever it takes to win. But before we do that, and before I get to the rules of the show, I'm going to ask Lissa, can you come back on screen? We got to know who had the funnier bio.
Okay, it took a lot of deliberation. I really had to pour my heart and soul into listening to the bios. I got to give it to TJ's because I really love the mystery behind the beard. I want to know more.
Oh, okay. So you want Gabe's bio that was written for TJ?
If that's the way that we explain that on the show, then yes.
yeah. Gabe, that's going to be big. You're going to go first in round 1 and round 3. TJ, hey, that don't mean nothing. If you're getting up all the points, you're going to go first in round 2. Before we get to that, we have some listeners and viewers that have watched the show multiple times, but we also have new people that come in. I'm just going to remind you of the show's format. Basically, contestants will alternate answering trivia questions or completing whatever it takes challenges. There are 3 rounds that are 10 to 15 minutes each. With each round, the potential points double, but the questions, they also get harder. So we just continue going back and forth and answering the questions. In the first round, the original trivia questions are worth 20 points, and the challenge trivia questions, or the whatever it takes challenge, that's 40 points. All right, the theme is candies. Are y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I hope you're feeling sweet. Good luck. Gabe, you are first.
Okay.
All right. What are the 3 main components of an almond joy?
Am I on a time limit? Sorry, I missed that part. Can I?
It's
I really
generally
think
like
about it?
10, 15 seconds. Just
All
get
right.
it. Yeah, just
Almonds, coconut, and milk chocolate.
almonds, coconut, milk, chocolate. You knew it. You knew what the components
my
of an almond
favorites.
joy are.
Yeah,
They're your favorites?
one of them definitely.
Yeah. I really enjoyed getting almond joys when it was Halloween, but everyone else around me, it's a very divisive candy, I feel like.
Yeah, or Mounds. I think Mounds is a little bit more disliked. I feel like people don't mess with Mounds.
All right. The
By the
next question was going to be, what are almond joys without an almond called? But you already said it, Gabe, so we're going to switch over to question 3, Lissa.
All right.
That's all good. TJ, you are up. What U.S. holiday has the highest candy sales?
Okay. I would it would be between Valentine's Day and Halloween, I would think. But I'm gonna have to go with Halloween.
All right, you went with Halloween. Is that your final answer?
Lock it in.
Lock it in, and that's absolutely correct. That's 20 points on the board. We've got a tied game, folks. But Gabe, we're going to go back to you. Let's see if we can build a lead. What color of M&M was added to the regular pack after a vote by the public in 1995?
What color? Was it blue?
For blue, is that your final answer?
Do the regular packs of M&M?
Regular packs.
Yeah, I'm gonna say blue.
You locked it on blue. I tried to misdirect you. You knew it was blue. If you go on the man's Instagram page, has some Eminem content from a
I do have
stand-up
Eminem
bit.
content. I was doing Eminem research this week. You're not gonna get past me. Come on.
We can't get past Gabe with that one. But TJ, let's see if we can get past. We can stump you with this question. What candy was the slogan? What candy was this slogan made for? Get the sensation. Get the sensation.
Get the sensation?
Get the sensation.
Whew. I'm thinking it's got to be like a fruity candy if it's a sensation. I'm gonna go with Starburst.
All right, you went with Starburst. It's unfortunately incorrect. The answer was, I like the thought process of what you went into. It could have been fruity or it could have been minty because the answer was York Peppermint Patty.
Oh, okay, all right. That's it.
Yep.
It's one of my favorites too. Oh well.
Yeah, well, we'll see if you can answer in the next question, but not right now because Gabe is up. Gabe, what is Willy Wonka the owner of?
The Chocolate Factory.
Chocolate
Willy Wonka
Factory?
candy.
No,
You
that's
got
our
it. You already got it. A chocolate factory. We were just looking for a
Chocolate
chocolate factory.
All right.
You got it. You know what's up. TJ, we're going to go back to you. What is the name of the chocolate bar coated with milk chocolate and topped with caramel or caramel, whatever you call it?
Can you repeat the question?
What is the name of the candy that's a chocolate bar coated with milk chocolate and topped with caramel?
Topped with caramel.
That is a weird way to putting it. The chocolate coats the outside. The like bar. There's like a bar inside of it that has the caramel on top of it. That's a better way of describing it.
And those are the only ingredients? There's bar and caramel and chocolate?
Yeah. Those are the three.
Bro.
I can see this question was poorly worded. I got it from the internet. The internet was wilding with this one.
That's the total ingredients is those three. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a cookie bar, caramel, and chocolate. You can at this point, TJ, we need that answer, or you can challenge Gabe.
I'm gonna challenge Gabe.
All right, Gabe.
Okay.
You know this chocolate bar, which is like a cookie, caramel, topped with milk chocolate.
I'm gonna say Twix.
You went with Twix, and Twix is correct. That's 40 points.
I was worried. I was like, could it be? I don't know.
I don't know, but you got it. Before we get back to you, Gabe, you just got that challenge question. We're going to go back to you again. But before we do that, we'd like to remind the audience about the audience question. That's right. Every time the first challenge in round 2 is an audience challenge, and you, the audience, you get to vote on an element that's going to happen in the challenge. And this one, it's going to be Lissa's Court. That's right. It's a 45-second. This is Lissa's Court. The M&Ms have been in the zeitgeist because of their new makeover, but oops, it looks like they're committing a lot of crimes. You are the attorney for one of the M&Ms that has committed a crime. We want to hear your opening statement, and the audience, you are going to decide what mascot and what crime they will defend. Is it going to be the yellow M&M, who has been charged on federal drug offense, the red M&M, who has been charged with identity theft and extortion, or the green M&M with domestic terrorism? I believe producer Lissa is going to put the options in the chat as a poll. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're not watching on Twitch, or you're like, I don't want to get on that poll, just put your answer in the chat. Producer Lissa is going to be monitoring that. That's the audience question. We're going to go right back to Gabe right now. All right. What candy sucker can you wear on your finger?
It's a ring pop. It's called
a ring pop. A ring pop is absolutely correct.
I know exactly what that is.
Yep. All right, that's 20 points on the board for you, Gabe. TJ, I'm going to ask you, what U.S. city has traffic lights shaped like Hershey's Kisses?
I'm gonna go with Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Well, with Hershey, Pennsylvania, then that's correct. You know it. It's right there.
It's
Have
about
you
the
ever
whole
been
game
to
was about
Hershey's?
to slip away, man. Ugh.
That's 20 points on the board for you. Have you ever been to Hershey, Pennsylvania?
Like metaphorically, yeah.
In your mind, in your mind.
Oh,
I
I
went
bet.
to. You have, Gabe?
Oh, I have actually. No, literally.
Yeah.
We went to Hershey Park. There's like a roller coaster not made of chocolate, but it's chocolate colored.
Yeah. I went there a couple of years ago, and they have like a stadium there. I don't know if you saw that. And Fallout Boy was performing, and I did not know. And I was there with like my little cousins, and they were just like, "What is happening?" Because just out of nowhere, you're just hearing like Fallout Boy at full blast in the park.
It's pretty dystopian. I don't love the sound of that Fallout Boy at Hershey Park. It's kind of 2022. Ugh, I don't know.
Well, this was in 2014.
Oh, okay. That
So
There's
this is the height of
makes
Fallout.
less sense, actually. Yeah. Fallout Boy. I didn't know they were still around.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, Gabe, you are up. We've got 2 more minutes in this round. I'm going to ask you what candy bar has the same name as our galaxy?
I'm ready for these. Come on. I'm gonna say it's the Milky Way.
Milky Way is absolutely correct. We've got to stump you. You know, this is round one. We haven't even gotten a challenge
You
yet.
even DJ these crazy ones. You're like, in 1994, like which part constructed by a nougat? Like, go ahead.
Well, TJ, we got 1 more minute left. I think you'll be able to get this question. Let's see. What candy slogan is "Taste the Rainbow"?
That would be Skittles.
Skittles
Think
is correct. You got 20 points on the board. Listen, put that 20 points over there. It seems like we've got time for one more questions in round one. So, Gabe, we're going to end it on you. All right, here's a question. This one's a question. What small and chewy candies are shaped in the mold of one of the Northern Hemisphere's biggest land mammal? Here's a hint. They were first produced by Haribo. Haribo? Whatever.
I think it could be both. I'm gonna say gummy bears.
Gummy bears. We thought we could stump Gabe.
No, I love candy. I really like candies. Oh.
Couldn't do it. That's 20 points on the board for you, Gabe. And that's the end of round one. Everyone in the chat, remember you can vote for the audience question between the yellow M&M, red M&M, and green M&M. They're going to defend them for different violations of the law. Producer Lissa is in the background right now, crunching up the numbers, putting everything together. But I want to remind everyone, you're watching the show right now. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's right down there on Twitch, YouTube. Go follow it on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the different social media stuff. You know, 2MB Studios, there's so many great comedians and performers that are on this channel serving fresh comedy, fresh stuff throughout the week. It's a great community. It's a great family. Join it. Be a part of it. It's incredible. Yeah, like Rachel Andelman in the chat said, kill that button. Murder it. Put it in the ground. Before we get that score update, Gabe, I want to ask you. You're a comedian, a writer, and, you know, I went on your Instagram. You're also a filmmaker. But the most impressive thing that I could find about you is something that's not even about you. It's the fact that your mom is a baker. And, you know, we're both from Massachusetts. I know Brazilian bakery is huge. I've got to ask you, how are your skills in the kitchen?
Baking or just cooking?
Baking, cooking, whatever.
All right. So I'm a shit baker. I can't bake at all. I don't know what to do. But
is it just because your mom was doing it all the time? So you're like, I don't need to do this.
Yeah, well, she's gonna take care of the dessert. So if we're making dinner for the holidays, she's got that on lock. But one thing I really like to make now is pad thai. I feel like I really got that down. I just started using like the real tamarind sauce, and I like made the tamarind sauce and everything, which is like the traditional way. And
Oh, you
I'm
making it from
I'm
scratch?
giving it to all my Asian and South Asian friends, and they give me the okay. So I feel good about it.
Okay, after the show, you've got to give the people the recipe. We got to get on your level.
Well, you know what's fucked up? For a minute, I was using a ketchup was the recommended substitute if you couldn't find tamarind. I know everyone makes that face, but look, you try it, it's not that bad. It mixes pretty good with the other flavors.
Well, Gabe, I also said you're a comedian, you're a writer, you're a performer, a filmmaker. Can you tell our audience about any of your upcoming shows or projects, and also your comedy show Boys in the Woods, which happens every first Tuesday in Brooklyn? Give our audience some
First
information.
Thursday, correct.
First
Yep.
Thursday. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we had one last night. We'll be back on March 3rd. Will be the next one. We do it in Brooklyn at this venue called Friends and Lovers. It's been very, very fun lately. We've been selling out every month. So if you're in the neighborhood, absolutely come through. And we do
Awesome.
trivia in between comics too. We do. So I've got if you could do some pop culture trivia from stuff from the month, then you'd be good. You get free drinks.
Ooh, that's a big getting grabber of people to come in.
Oh,
So
You got a good gimmick going. I love it.
so people can find more information about that by following you. Can you let them know where they can follow you?
They can follow me. Right, my name here is my Twitter, but then if you want to follow the show page on Instagram, it's at Boys in the Woods NY, like New York. You can follow our show page. Yep.
There you go. Follow Gabe. Follow at Boys in the Woods NY. And see that show. Get yourself a free beer or drink or whatever
Absolutely.
you got.
Yeah, come through.
Listen, we need you to come back on screen because we need you to bless us with the score update.
Well, I worked very hard looking at some numbers. I just wanted to say, first and foremost, I'm so incredibly proud of both of you for putting yourselves out here, talking about candy. It takes a lot of courage. And with that in mind, I wanted to say that I'm actually way more proud of you, Gabe, because you were 100 points ahead. And I'm really sorry, TJ. I'm still really proud of you. But just get 100 more points, and then I'll be equally as proud of you. Just do a little bit better. Okay, goodbye. Mwah.
Well, it's round 2, and TJ, you know what? Don't put away those crying eyes. You can get back to this because you are going to be starting first. It's round 2.
You did this on purpose. You gave me the hard questions.
Oh man. Well, hey, here's where we're at right now. 40 points for an original trivia question. It's a whopping 80 points for either a challenge trivia question or whatever it takes challenge. Let's see if we can get a whatever it takes challenge in this round. Y'all ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, TJ, you are up. From 1976 to 1987, M&M's discontinued making the red M&M's for what reason?
I actually came across this answer in my research preparing for the show tonight, but I don't think my opponent knows, so I'm going to go ahead and double dare.
All right, Gabe, you have been challenged. You can either answer the trivia question or you can hear out the whatever it takes challenge and then determine if you are going to do it or if TJ is going to do it.
I think I want to try the whatever it takes this time.
Whoa, we got our first whatever it takes challenge. So here's how it's going to work, Gabe. I am going to let you know what the whatever it takes challenge is. You already know what it is because it's the audience question, but I'm going to say it again.
Okay.
And then you're going to tell me if you want to do it or if you want TJ to do it. Now, you can think of whatever. If you don't want to do it or you think TJ's not going to do it, you can have it happen. Or if you just want to do it, you can do it as well. Whatever you want. It's whatever it takes. You do whatever it takes. Okay. Before we do that, I'm just going to let you know the answer to that, why the M&M's, the red M&M was discontinued. It was because the dye was considered unsafe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because
I could have said it, but I didn't.
I didn't hear the last part.
The dye was considered unsafe because it was made out of out of bugs and insects. The
Oh,
red
Now we
dye.
just give people red 40. But that dye that came from a specific insect in Mexico, and that's where the red dye came from. And that's actually where the dye came from that the English would use in their when they would make textiles. And that's what the redcoats during the Revolutionary War actually were wearing bug juice from Mexico.
really?
Damn, TJ, you coming in with the facts.
Damn, I love that. They were using the same colors, the M&Ms, all the way back then.
Yep.
Whoa, nice.
All right, let's get to that question. I'm going to remind the audience what's going to happen, and producer listeners going to let us know what the option is, what the audience chose. It's a 45 seconds challenge. It's the audience challenge. It's Lissa's court. The M&Ms have been in the zeitgeist because of their new makeover, but it looks like they've also committed some crimes. You are the attorney for an M&M that has committed a crime. We want to hear your opening statement. The audience, they decided if you were going to do either the yellow M&M for federal drug offense, the red M&M for identity theft and extortion, or the green M&M for domestic terrorism. Producer Lissa, what did the audience select?
So the audience tied between the red M&M and the green M&M. So as I would personally love to use my excessive power to hear a defense of the green M&M, because despite everything, I do still think she's sexy.
Mhm.
All right, that's the green M&M with domestic terrorism. Gabe, you're going to decide, are you going to take this whatever it takes challenge, or are you going to make TJ do it?
TJ, you want to defend how that sexy M&M?
I'll do whatever it takes.
I think
Oh.
TJ has it in him. I think he's got a feeling for that M&M, a passion for that M&M.
All right, we're gonna isolate TJ on the screen, and producer Alyssa, let's get that timer going for 45 seconds. Do you mind putting that up there?
You see?
All right, TJ, I'm gonna count you down for when you are ready. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you would like to look at this M&M who has recently undergone a little transformation, but just because they've taken off them high-heeled boots doesn't mean they're not still up on their high horse, spying down and looking down on you. Green M&M. Green M&M usually means go, but here it means stop. Because we caught Green M&M red-handed, using her sexiness, just like Anya Anslova, the Russian spy that got caught with the stupid Republican, and Republicans are all stupid. I rest my case.
All right, TJ has rested the case on the green M&M. Alyssa, we're going to bring you back in. We're going to see what are you seeing in the chat? What are you thinking? Is TJ going to get the whopping 80 points for that answer?
Well, what I do see in chat is isn't the green M&M supposed to be his client?
I did the right thing, okay? I did the right thing.
I would like to say that I would hate to have you as my defense attorney if I were the sexy green M&M.
All right. So does that mean TJ's not getting those points?
I don't think I can give them to you. I'm really sorry.
I don't even want the points.
I'm still
Oh,
kind of
no.
proud of you.
Oh,
You know, the chats love it. It says, even though you didn't get those points, you're on the right side of history.
side of history.
Sometimes it's an unpopular choice you gotta do, you know?
It's an unpopular choice, but you know what is a popular choice? Gabe, you are up. You're up. Are you ready?
Yes.
What spice is traditionally used to make licorice?
Anise? Is that what it is? Anise?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Anise is correct. You got it. You got it.
Oh, nice.
That's 40 points. TJ, you are up. Raisinets are California raisins covered in milk chocolate. What color is the box or bag that they are served in?
The color of the Raisinets boxer bat.
Yep. We're looking for raisin.
Yeah, I'm seeing yellow. Yellow is popping into my head, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Wow, you're saying yellow because yellow's the correct answer.
Nice.
There you go. Is Raisinets your snack of choice at the movie theater?
It is. I gotta say, yes. So props to the graphic designer.
I gotta ask you. Not a lot of people are going to movies, but have you been? What was the last movie that you've been to?
It was the last Marvel movie. I went with my son. I wore a mask and I snuck popcorn under it, and you know what? It was it was worth it.
Was that the Avengers movie or was that the Spider-Man?
It was a Shang-Chi.
Oh, nice. The 10 Rings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's awesome. Gabe, you are up. All right.
Okay.
Sold by Nestle under the Willy Wonka Candy Company. These candies are tiny and tangy sugar rock candies that come in different flavors. What's this candy?
Sugar rock candies. Pop rocks?
Is that your final answer? You can also challenge TJ.
Yeah, TJ, you want to try this? I think
I think it's Nerds.
All right. Is that your final answer, TJ? All right, because it's correct. It's Nerds.
Okay, good.
It's Nerds. Gabe, you almost locked in Pop Rocks.
Yeah. No, I knew that was wrong.
They discontinued candy cigarettes, but candy crack is still there.
Well, available. You can smoke it as much as you want.
Good old USA. TJ, you are up again because you were just challenged. What does M&M stand for?
What does M&M stand for?
Right? M&M stands for something.
Marshall Mathers. I mean, you know what?
You can also challenge Gabe if you don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the challenge down.
All right, Gabe. Do you know what M&M stand for, or are you going to take that whatever it takes challenge?
I think I gotta do the whatever it takes because I'm not 100% certain.
All right, y'all know how the whatever it takes challenge goes. Before we get into it, I'm going to let you know. M&M stands for Mars and Murray, who were the inventors of M&M.
Never would have got the Murray part.
Yeah. Yeah, Murray got history forgot about Murray. Sorry.
He's been
the Mars company. Murray got screwed.
Absolutely.
Gabe, you're going to decide if you're going to take this challenge or if TJ's going to take this challenge.
Yeah.
But I love this challenge. My wife actually helped me come up with this one. It's Canadian or Christian. In this challenge, you'll have to correctly guess if this popular culture musician is a Canadian or Christian. And by Christian, I mean not that their faith is Christian, but that Christianity impacts their product that they put up.
Yes, got it.
So are you going to take this challenge?
I will.
Or is TJ going to take this challenge?
I can do this.
All right. You're going to have 10 options or 10 different lists. You're going to have to get 5 of them right. All right? All right. First one is Nickelback. Canadian or Christian?
I'm pretty sure that they're just... I think they're just Canadian.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
We're not going to do that whole thing. It's Canadian. You got that right. You got one on the board. Second one, Katy Perry.
She's Christian. She's not Canadian.
You went with Christian. She started off as a Christian rocker. That's how she got her big start.
That's right.
All right, you got 2. Avril Lavigne.
Canadian.
You went with Canadian, of course. It's a skater boy. It's Avril. The band Lifehouse.
That sounds Christian. I don't know him, but I'm gonna guess Christian. That's a really bad name for a band.
You got it. Lifehouse is Christian. The band Owl City.
No, they're Canadian. It's like a sad Canadian band, right?
All right. You went Owl City with Canadian. They are Christian.
Oh,
Started
shit.
off with a Christian band. Yeah, went mainstream. All right, but you got 4. All you really need is one more.
Okay, one more.
Oh, I love this one. I love this one. One of our favorite rappers here at Whatever It Takes. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Canadian or Christian?
I mean, it's definitely not Canadian. I guess Christian. That seems wrong too, though.
Well, you went with Christian. The answer was Canadian. That's right. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, whose father is Black Nova Scotian. Canadian.
Really?
Uh,
Does that make
alright.
him Canadian though?
He's a Canadian citizen.
The fucking Rock. You can't trust him. So he's a Canadian citizen, but he's gonna run for president? Okay.
Michael Buble, the king of Christian, of not Christian, of holiday
Undrop Canadian rule.
Christmas music.
He is also Canadian.
Canadian is correct. We try to switch you up over there. You've already won the challenge, but I'm going to go lightning round through it. Can you get these up? You know, I'm going to bring TJ into these for these last three. Let's see if you can do it, just so you can get in on the fun. It's not for points, but the band Switchfoot. TJ.
Switchfoot? Oh, they're
Canadian or
totally.
Christian?
You think that they're metal and that they're devil worshippers, but they are on the side of Jesus.
Yep, Switchfoot is Christian. Creed.
Creed, they are devil music, so I would have to say Canadian.
You went with Canadian. They are Christian with arms wide open. They're a Christian band. Sarah McLachlan. Whatever.
Sarah McLachlan. You know, those sad songs with starving children could only come from a Canadian.
Oh, you know, I was going to say In the Arms of an Angel. That's very Christian, but you got it right. Sarah McLachlan is Canadian. That's the end of round 3. We went a little bit long, but that's okay. That's incredible stuff. Lissa's going to be over there tallying all the stuff. Gabe, you got 80 points in that Whatever It Takes challenge. But I want to let everyone else who's here let you know, hey, if you like what you're seeing, if you like 2MB Studios, you like all the products that we're doing, go ahead and think about joining as a patron. We've got a Patreon where you can subscribe at $2 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month. All the money that goes in helps us produce and broadcast shows like this, broadcast the 69 show that's coming up in a little bit, Stream Daddies. TJ, I know you had a show on the network beforehand too. I'm blanking on the name. What was the name?
It was called Cross Pollination.
Cross Pollination, talking about music, talking about producing music and all that other stuff. It was great. If you like that type of stuff, go ahead and think about being a patron. It's great stuff. But to throw back to TJ, I teased it a little bit, but you're doing a whole bunch of stuff. You're a comedian, a performer, a visual artist, an educator, a multi-instrumentalist, a music producer, and a rapper. And before here, we were talking about how I was listening to your latest release, your EP, Drums and Strings, Volume 2 today, and it's fire. There's a lot of jazz, some rap, some R&B, a lot of musical influences from a bunch of different places. But I've got to ask you, not about Drums and Strings, which I'm going to let you talk about a little bit later, but I got to ask you about your 2018 album, Play, a hip-hop album for kids of all ages. I got to tell you, I was you know, I put it on and I was like, oh, is this going to be some like kids bops type of stuff? But nah, you made some like kids songs that really like bump, that got some like trap tracks into it. So I got to ask you, how do you make music that's got beats and it's got bars and it's also kid friendly?
Well, I mean, that was a process that really took about like 10 years. I think kind of started when my son was about like 2 or so, and you know, like songs I would sing to him, might like just kind of record ideas around, and then eventually he started coming up with ideas and I would build beats around them, and so we built that album together and released it together. So yeah, he was impressed the first time I showed him his profile on Spotify. So
that's awesome. That's incredible. Yeah, that's really like something that really comes from love, and you can really hear it when you're listening to that album.
Right on. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And before we get to the points update, TJ, I've got to ask you, can you let our audience know again about your new EP that just came out, Drums and Strings Volume 2? Let them know how they can find it and how they can find you.
Yeah, so I just put it out. It's out digitally. I got the record out that has volume 1 and 2, but it's basically an album that started with a grant 10 years ago to further my study in African drums at a school in Paris, and to build a studio. And I've been kind of building the album with a string quartet and African drumming, and then just different vocalists on top for a while. And it's the total. There's going to be 4 EPs total, and then at the end of it, we're going to do a big show with string players, drummers, and dancers. So that's the full vision of Drums and Strings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. How can people find it?
Just TJ Reynolds wherever you stream music, or you can find me on Bandcamp under TJ Reynolds, and order the wax if that's your thing. So
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. And I see that you got your is that your Instagram up there?
yeah, that's my Instagram. So I'm a visual artist, and you can check out my work, or just follow whatever I'm up to. I kind of just post everything in one place, so you can check that out, or you can go to tjreynolds.net and see all my stuff and links to everything. So
Incredible stuff.
Yeah.
I follow TJ on all the different platforms. You put up some freestyles and ciphers up on TikTok, and I'm always smashing that like button for that type of stuff. I'm always just impressed and like super at awe for all like the musical talent that goes out.
Right on. Yeah. It's cool. Like, I think to me, I've been living in Boston about 10 years, and I found the most community in hip hop and in comedy. I just find a lot of support for people that are building their skills and building with each other in those two communities. So yeah, it's been great.
Nice. Lissa, we're going to bring you back on screen because the audience, me, we all got to know, what is the points update?
Well, I've been fighting the point monsters very hard. They did freeze my computer and make me put on a question that wasn't supposed to be on. So it's been a hard road. TJ, if I was to calculate how proud of you I am right now, I would say I am 120 points more proud of you than I was before. Unfortunately, Gabe, I'm exactly 120 points prouder of you as well. So you are still firmly 100 points in the lead.
Ooh. Okay.
Hey,
Nice.
you're 100 points in the lead, but here's the thing. We're getting into round 3. It's the hardest questions, but also the most points. Original trivia question, 80 points. A challenge trivia question, or whatever it takes challenge, that's a whopping 160 points. Gabe, you went first in round 1. That means that you're going to go first in round 3. Here we go. These sour candies were created in Canada and were originally named Mars Men and sold at 1 penny a piece.
Are these Sour Patch Kids?
Don't go with Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah.
That's 80 points on the board. We thought we would trip you up on that, but you know about your Canadian
Mars, man.
candy
Didn't
history.
know about that. Okay.
There you go. TJ, let's see if we can get you some more points. Which candy was originally called the Papa or the Papa Sucker?
The Papa what?
The Papa Sucker.
The Papa Sucker. Oh.
Ugh. Nice.
It's very graphic.
Sugar Daddy?
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
That's 80 points on the board. That is
Really?
Sugar Daddy.
Good work. Oh,
Ooh, making some sugar babies.
gross.
Gabe, you're up next. Which candy was once made only seasonally, March to November, due to a lack of machinery, and was introduced by Wonderlean Candy Company in the 1880s?
Jesus. 18, lack of machinery.
I'll tell you, it's just a general candy. You don't have to do like a trademark name.
Okay. Okay, let me just read the question again.
What candy was once made only seasonally due to a lack of machinery and was introduced by the Wonderlean Candy Company in the 1880s? We need that answer,
I'm-
or you can challenge.
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge TJ.
All right, TJ, do you know what the answer is this going to be, or are you going to take a whatever it takes challenge?
I have like a wild hair. Like I have a guess I want to say.
It's up to you. Once you make your guess, though, you can't take that whatever it takes challenge. So it's up to you.
I
can
know
do
you
whatever
want
you
me
want.
to take the whatever it takes challenge, but I want to see the answer to this. I think it's saltwater taffy.
Ooh.
All right, you went with saltwater taffy. That's a very good answer, but it's not the answer we were looking for.
Oh.
We were looking for candy corn.
Are you serious?
Ooh.
Oh no! Why didn't I say it? Oh.
Yep,
Ugh.
yep. That feels like an 1880s candy.
Mhm. Everything's broken. Let's make some shit.
Yeah. Something awful.
But hey, TJ, that's okay because you are up again. You can redeem yourself with getting 80 points. M&Ms were created in 1941, but were only sold to what specific group of people?
M&Ms were created in
1941.
but only
Think of
sold-
1941, and were only sold to a specific group of people. I'm going to
Well-
make your life a little bit easier and say that it doesn't have anything to do with racism or sexism.
Oh, why not? Come on.
Let me tell you something. Everything has to do with racism in America.
That's what I'm
okay?
thinking.
But I'm gonna go ahead and challenge this one. I'm gonna send it
all,
downstairs.
all right, Gabe. Want to know? Do you know who M&Ms were originally sold to, or are you going to take that whatever it takes challenge?
Let's try the whatever it takes because I'm not sure.
All right, whatever it takes challenge. I'm going to tell you that in 1 second. But it was military service people as a part of their war rations.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the
Yeah.
elderly, but I'm glad I didn't say that.
melts in your mouth, not in your dying pocket.
All right, Gabe. This
Yes.
is going to be a 45-second challenge. It's called New Bars. 2MB loves a good business venture, and this week Matt, Rachel, and Ben have informed me that we need a new healthy candy alternative. We want you to pitch us on a new candy alternative product for the kids. Give us a pitch, a description of the candy bar, and also a little jingle. Are you going to be doing this challenge, or are you going to give it to TJ?
So I gotta come up with a candy and then a jingle that goes with it. It has to be
Correct.
healthy for kids.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I could give it a try. Sure.
All right.
Let's
So
see.
push you up here. I'm going to count you down in 3, 2, 1, go.
So this candy is entirely made of bugs. It's packed with protein. It doesn't have any of that bug juice that they use in M&Ms, which is toxic. This is exclusively made from cricket legs, and they're mashed into a nice paste, and then they're covered in cricket eyes. So very healthy, very good for you. And the jingle, it's just it's a little cricket sound, like when you eat crickets, you're gonna feel like you good.
All right, Gabe. I like at the end, your eyes kind of just went like started to just glaze over. Crickets. You're gonna whatever.
I mean, would you not try it? It's very healthy. It's very sustainable. It's the future of candy, I'd say.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bring in Lissa in here. We're gonna need to know what the audience is thinking. And Lissa, what is your thoughts with this as well?
Honestly, I gotta agree with the audience. I don't think I want to eat those.
Oh, okay.
I'm really sorry to both you and your marketing team. I really don't want to eat those. I don't think I can give you any points for that.
Mhm.
Oh no points for Gabe.
All right.
Gabe, I think
It was the jingle that let it. Yeah, I know the jingle wasn't great. The product is good. The jingle was good.
you need to just sell it a little bit more. I think it could be a delicacy. Yeah, whatever. A delicacy. That's the word I was looking for. All right, Gabe, you were challenged. That means that you are going to go up. We got like a minute left This candy was first introduced in the UK in 1960 and didn't make it to the US until 1976. The original flavor pack comes in 4 flavors: orange, lemon, lime, and strawberry. What candy is it?
Orange, lemon, lime, and strawberry. Hold on. Can you repeat the question? I'm just watching it scroll. Now it's
All right. This candy was first introduced in the UK in 1960 and didn't make it to the US until 1976. The original flavor pack comes with 4 flavors: orange, lemon, lime, and strawberry. You need that answer, or you can challenge TJ.
Is it Lifesavers?
Lifesavers is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Starburst.
Oh no, come on. I was gonna say that. That's crazy.
Yep. The other thing that's crazy about Starburst that I didn't realize, but it has 50% of your daily vitamin C in it.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Makes me feel
100% of your daily wax.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. But hey, it's 8:54. That means it's the end of the show. We've got producer Lissa in the back, crunching all the numbers together. I'm just going to let you know again, hey, you're watching right now on 2MB Studios. Stay right here because the next show is going to be the sultriest pun-based game show in all of Twitch. That's right. It's 69 minutes of sex with me coming on right after this show. It's hosted by Ryan. I'm going to be on this show. TJ's been on beforehand. Gabe, look, you see, Gabe's getting in the mood for it. You've got to watch that show. It's incredible. It's amazing. I want to let you know if you like what I've been doing.
Michelangelo, you can't get his consent. No.
We got a TMNT up on the screen. If you like what I've been doing, you can see how you can follow me. You can follow me at Bongani Made This. That's my at on like all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can go in, see all my stuff. I do some writing. Sometimes I do stand up, hopefully more in the future, and do other shows as well. Producer Alyssa, we're going to bring you back on because we got to thank you. Thank you again for being a super producer. Thank you for doing some great stuff. We got to ask you, is there anything that the people can follow you, or do you have any projects or anything that you want to plug?
Yeah, I would love to plug nothing. I changed my mind. Don't find me anywhere. Don't look for me. You won't find it.
This is a great whatever it takes tradition. Beforehand, our co-host Alicia would always say, "Don't find me. Don't ever talk to me." So, Lissa, you're keeping the tradition alive. But hey, Lissa, we gotta know. My Gina is saying in the chat, who won? We gotta know who did whatever it takes.
Well, I'd love to say, first and foremost, this is completely unprecedented in all of the years that I have done score for whatever it takes. Never have I had such an incredible set of numbers that I looked at in a spreadsheet. Nothing has changed since the first round. As always, I will forever in my heart be exactly 100 points prouder of Gabe. So the game goes to Gabe.
If I could give you a hug, we're embracing.
Gabe, you have won. That means that you got to do a 30 seconds victory speech. We're going to isolate you on here. You did whatever it takes. Let the people know.
This sounds like a punishment. I have to do more.
Give us your victory speech.
Look, the green M&M still very hot. I'm very attracted to her, or whatever gender she's doing these days. I find her to be incredibly attractive, and she can wear whatever shoes she wants as long as she still has that same voice.
There you go. There you go. Gabe is telling you, love the green M&Ms. We're not Tucker Carlson over here. We're fine with whatever choices the green M&M has in their life. It's all great. I want to thank you both for being on the show. This was a great show. We loved having you on the show. Again, follow TJ, follow all the music that TJ is doing. Unfortunately, you didn't do whatever it takes, but you'll always be a winner in our heart. Not in the audience heart, but always in my heart.
Thank you.
And again, congratulations again to Gabe. You did whatever it takes. Go and follow Gabe. You see the socials down there. Go and watch Boys in the Woods. Amazing comedians out there. You could do some trivia there too. Have a little bit of laughs. Support Gabe and all the work that he is doing as well. All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks, first and third Fridays every month. We'll see you then. Hey, this has been Whatever It Takes.
Nice to meet you, TJ. BJ,
You
take care.
too. Peace.